Our topic is about the good life, understanding Techne, Phronesis, and Eudaimonia. Lesson 3. Our learning objectives is to understand the relationship between Techne and Phronesis, understand how Phronesis leads to Eudaimonia, and recognize how Techne connects to Eudaimonia.
My name is Delaudin Abimit Timbang. So, let me introduce first. What is technique? Technique has the value of only if contributes to human. Technique is an ancient Greek term meaning craft or technical skills. It refers to a practical knowledge or the ability to create, produce, or perform something through systematic methods. Technique is applied knowledge, often associated with craftsmanship, engineering, medicine, and other technical discipline. So, sinasabi dito na ang technique ay self-applied knowledge. So, natututunan natin na hindi natin namamalayan. So, next is the Phronesis. Phronesis is an ancient Greek term meaning practical wisdom or prudence. It refers to the ability to make sounds of judgment and technical decision in real-life situation. Unlike technique, Phronesis is a concern in how to act wisely in specific contexts, balancing moral values and experiencing and reasoning. So, sinasabi dito na ang Phronesis ay nagdidesisyon ka na para kang wala kang bias sa dalawang part. So, next is the Phronimos. It's a Greek term used in Aristotelian philosophy to refer to a person who possesses phronesis. A phronesis is someone who is morally and intellectually virtuous, capable of making sound judgment about how to act in specific situation to achieve the good life. So, to make it shorter, Phronimos is like that friend who always seems to know the right to do, not just in theory but in real life situation. They combine common sense with deep experience, making choices that lead to a genuinely good and fulfilling life. This blend of heart and smart inspires to other to act with both care and wisdom.
So now let's talk about the good life and deliberation. Phronesis, practical wisdom focus on making good life choices. Unlike Techne, Phronesis focuses on virtues, actions as ends in themselves. To live a good life, we need to make decisions that are not just smart but also morally right. That's where Phronesis or practical wisdom comes in. Now, practical wisdom is different from technical knowledge. Technical knowledge is about how to do something like how to fix a car or cook a meal. But practical wisdom is about knowing what to do in life to live in a meaningful, virtuous way. It's about making decisions that lead to a life full of purpose and goodness. You see, practical wisdom isn't just about efficiency. It's about choosing what truly right, even if even if it's harder or doesn't bring immediate rewards. Aristotle, the ancient philosopher, talked about something called deliberation, which is the careful thinking process we go through when we make decisions. So he said good deliberation isn't just about getting things done fast. It's about aiming for best life, the one where we live with purpose and moral integrity. So good deliberation means thinking about the big picture, what makes life truly good, but also considering the details of our specific situation, what's the best thing for me to do right now. So let's look at a few examples. First, imagine you have a friend who's going through a tough time. They really need your help, but you're busy with your own responsibilities. Here's where Phronesis into play. It helps you decide what's right, not just what's easiest. Being a good friend means helping them, but deliberation makes you think through how you can help in a way that doesn't overburden you. Maybe you can offer support in a way that works for both of you. Now, let's say you're deciding between two job offers. One pays well, but you're not passionate about it. The other excites you, but it doesn't offer as much money. Practical wisdom helps you think beyond just financial security. It helps you weigh that what more important, having a good job that brings meaning to your life, or focusing on money. Deliberation means thinking about your long-term happiness and what aligns with your values. You might decide to follow your passion even if it means a pay cut, because that brings a deeper sense of fulfillment. Is an example of emphasis. So, and here another example, you're at work or school and you see someone being treated unfairly. Speaking up could cause problem for you, but staying silent feels wrong. Practical wisdom helps you think about what's the right thing to do, regardless of the discomfort. Deliberation makes you weigh the impact of your actions, not just the immediate consequences, but the long-term effect on your integrity. You might decide to speak up knowing it's the right thing, even if it creates challenges for you in the short term. So, conclusion. So whether you're deciding to help a friend, choosing a job, or standing up for what's right, Phronesis or practical wisdom guides us to make decisions that lead to a meaningful life. And deliberation is the process that helps us carefully think through those decisions, balancing our values with our specific situations. When we use both, we're not just making good decisions in the moment. We're shaping a life that's full of virtue, purpose, and true happiness.
So I'll discuss to you what is the challenge of frenetic deliberations. Unlike technical skills, there is no fixed formula for ethical decisions. Why? Because in Phronesis, our practical wisdom involves a well-habituated character and good judgment. Sa Techne kasi, our technical skills, by procedure, may skills and technique na required to produce specific outcomes. Ang challenge dito is wala siyang technical skill, it is based on one's good judgment because it is about knowing how to act rightly and understanding the implication of one's action for oneself and others. So let's have an example of how Phronesis, or a person with practical wisdom, approach a generous decision. Here is the scenario. A person must choose between giving money to a struggling alcoholic neighbor or donating to our level food bank. So, Phronesis considers the situation and decide based on what aligns with Eudaimonia. Let's talk about Eudaimonia, which is, I think, natakal na din ng naunang reporter sa akin. Well, Phronesis understand that Eudaimonia is not just about feeling nga. It's not just about feeling good or maximizing pleasure. It's about living a flourishing life, fulfilling one's potential, and contributing to the well-being of the community. So, considering the context or the scenario here, pwede siyang, it depends on the good judgment. Pwedeng if we are going to choose to give money to struggling alcoholic neighbor, maaring we can ask, is neighbor truly struggling, or money likely spent to alcohol. That's why kaya it he looks like that. Or ano kaya yung overall history nung labor na yon? If we choose naman donating to a reliable food bank, we can ask what will be the impact if we donate in the food bank? What will be the impact thinking how many people does the food bank can help? What is the effectiveness of their programs? So under Phronesis' own resources, or that person, can they afford to help both neighbor and food bank? So yun ang pinaka-challenge doon, since the Phronesis need to act and decide rightly based on good judgment. So there's no easy answer, right? Because Phronesis might choose to give money to the neighbor if they believe the neighbor is genuinely struggling and the money will make a difference in their life. Or pwede namang Phronesis choose to donate to the food bank if they believe that the food bank can help more people effectively and address the root causes of hunger. We can say din naman, or Phronesis can donate some money to food bank and offer neighbor a smaller amount, perhaps with a referral to local support organization. Pwede namang both, like mag-donate ng money sa food bank while giving a small amount of money dun nga sa neighbor niya, and then i-refer sa local support organization to help that man. We can say that Phronesis' decision is not based solely on emotions or impulse. They carefully consider context, weigh different values, and aim for a solution that aligns with Eudaimonia. Yun ang flourishing life for themselves and the community. So here, the example illustrates how Phronesis deliberations involves more than just following rules. They acquire careful judgment, a deep understanding values, and commitment to acting in accordance with the principles of flourishing life. Yun ang Eudaimonia. So, here's the summary of our topic. The concept of Techne and Phronesis are pivotal in understanding the intersection of skills and wisdom in achieving the good life, or yun ang Eudaimonia. Or in Techne, which translates to skill or craft, encompasses the practical knowledge and abilities required to perform tasks effectively. It is about application of techniques and methods in various fields, such as medicine, art, and engineering. This practical knowledge is essential for accomplishing specific goals and creating tangible outcomes. In contrast, Phronesis refers to practical wisdom, emphasizing moral judgment and ethical decision making. It is concerned with the understanding what is good in various contexts and making choices that promote well-being and virtue. Phronesis helps individuals navigate complex situations by integrating their skills in a technique with ethical considerations, ensuring that their actions align with virtuous principles. So the relationship between this concept is crucial for achieving Eudaimonia. which Aristotle defines as the ultimate human good or flourishing. Eudaimonia is attained through virtuous actions and sound judgment, which require both technical skills represented by Techne and ethical insights provided by Phronesis. In essence, living well involves not only knowing how to do things effectively, Techne, but also understanding how to do them rightly, Phronesis, in pursuit of a fulfilling life. So the importance of these lies in their complementary roles. Techne provides the means of act, while Phronesis guides the moral implications of those actions, both of which are necessary for achieving the good life characterized by virtue and well-being. So I'll end it here. That's all for our topic. Thank you so much.